Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Right back to the well. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Luke Altmaier started his career as a backup to Matt Corral at Ole Miss, but man, did he blossom for the Fighting Illini. Had their best season in more than 20 years, and maybe more in store for him, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there were still a lot of fans that I think were skeptical when the transfer portal news came out that he was going to be joining Illinois. People wanted to see what all the hype was about. You saw it last year, not just running the ball, but making big plays through the air. Really curious to see if Luke Altmaier can take the next step this season, because if they do, this is going to be a really, really tough team to beat.
Takes the easy completion. There he goes. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Keeps it on the draw. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a
touchdown Illini! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Gonna run it. It's Payne. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Right back to him on the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And the Horned Frogs are marching down the field. They'll give it to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Running to the left. Nice move there. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. And the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Altmaier. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Fighting off the defender. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Got some
fucking ridiculous.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Now, when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Makes the grab down the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quick completion on the out route. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Dropping back, it's Altmaier. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Clement.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Off the play fake. A little release to the back. Turning it on. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Illinois. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Kansas State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Cats in a statement win if there ever was one. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Makes the grab. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Horned Frogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Reads it, fires complete. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make a play.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And the quarterback's showing a lot of toughness on that play, being able to focus downfield with all that pressure coming right ahead.
The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. He's taking the shot. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To the air on 2nd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great 1st half, giving up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Give to the single back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Makes the grab, it's Payne.
But one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Fires on the move. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The offense changing the play. Third down play from the gun. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down. It's caught downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his tool.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Horned Frogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back on the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. BYU has been in games like these. Feels like they had a couple of nail-biters just last year. Time now to see what they learned. They're up by 7 over BYU. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
To the air, it's Altmaier. Fires to the right. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I'll tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Hauls it in. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Illini. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Finds his man. It's Barnes. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. It's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Payne. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Throwing right. Makes a connection. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out.
Going for it all. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. 1 back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Bringing the heat. Slings it downfield. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Illinois.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
TCU 14.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They'll run the screen, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looking for a man. It's Hoover.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Slithers into space. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback running on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Now on the return. And he loses the football on the return. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. To the air, it's Hoover. Under fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Finds a tight end down the gut. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The throw to the outside is complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Wants to go up top on first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Unloads quickly. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Quick tempo here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. The decision to go for it does not pan out. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
With the run on 1st and goal. Makes a man miss. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team.
Touchdown, fighting Illini. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard.
TCU Horned will take over 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Sometimes these quarterbacks, they get locked in on who they want to throw to. I didn't think he was open there. Nice job by the defender, breaking on the football, batting the ball down, making sure that receiver can't make a play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing. You're in the 2nd half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
Got it in the middle. It's Payne. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Has to get there to move the sticks. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Gets the back moving in their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you're...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Gonna run it. It's Valentine. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's got him this time.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Got his man downfield. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man on the right. There he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Illini! The defense putting points on the board. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Payne. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Runs through a tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. It's caught. At midfield, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Makes the catch. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on you.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Running to Green. Breaks the tackle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a